All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Shadows and Mysteries House of Skye, where we join a fun-loving family as they explore the streets of Soretta, also known as Shadow City, in a 5th edition D&D setting. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. If you're a showing up for multiple times, it's great. Thanks, we appreciate it. Before we jump in, let's meet our family members. So starting at the top, we got Mandy. Who be you and who be you playing?
Hello, I'm Mandy, and I am playing Raven, an infiltrator from the East End. If you see me coming, you're probably safe. It's when you don't see me coming, you gotta worry.
All right. And Winston.
Hey, I'm Winston. I'll be playing Perrin Kastai, a mind speaker mystic of the Church of Astra, and he's checking to see if the stars are right.
Excellent. And Matthew Bell.
Hey, I'm Matthew Bell. I'm playing Farik Turn, the family advocate and hopefully investigator into some mysteries of the Grey family.
All right. And Matthew Walsh.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt Walsh. I'm playing Ignatus Iveson. He's a savant from the Cult of Tenebris, and he's excellent with clues, but deeply suspicious of small talk.
And Ariel.
I'm Ariel Caston, playing Reggie Wren, a counterweight infiltrator with the Brass Consortium, just looking to share some news.
Some news, indeed. All right. I'm just fixing something real fast. Got called out in the chat. Un momento. Yeah. That should fix that.
Realized I wore my green coat today, and now I'm going to be a little bit ethereal all game because of my green screen.
Like, looks to show up like...
Oh, I'm also wearing green and didn't even think of that.
There we go. That should fix the thing. Let me unpin the thing that was pinned. No, it's not going to let me. It's going to have that be wrong the whole time, isn't it? All right.
I think I have green on my socks somewhere. I legit thought St. Patrick's Day was the weekend.
All right. Anyway. All right. And let's do a shout out to the people behind the scenes that are always doing awesome stuff. That would be game design and writing, Stephen Cheney and Brendan Stoddard. Show design and writing and additional writing, Rabbit Stoddard. Character design, Adam Schumpert. Turo and symbol design, Luana Zara. And graphic and UI design, Florcio Tino. If you're tuning in, the code now should be correct in the comments. So go ahead and you should see this. And so if you're joining for the Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms code, it is Angs Eeyore Clem. But you could also put exclamation point code in there and you'll get it as well. So for those checking that out, thank you for coming in and checking it out. We appreciate you being here for it. And also listening to us chat and play D&D. And Shadows and Mysteries. All right. So let's see here. We left the family in the evening of Tuesday, the 3rd week of the month. And now you are ready for Wednesday morning, hopefully. So how be that for y'all? What are you going to be up to this morning as you wake up in the Skye household? You've been up to some shenanigans out at the Gentle Hearts Sanitarium, and you found some stuff. You learned a lot, and then there's some stuff that you didn't quite learn about, but you got some tips on where to go from there. So how's everybody's Sunday morning starting? Let's start the Raven. How's Raven's morning starting on a Wednesday?
It's starting early as usual. I'm gonna, eat breakfast and stuff, and then my plan for the morning is to go to Broken Dice and see what I have to do for the day.
All right, well, into the city action going on there. I see. All right, Perrin, what are you going to be up to today?
Perrin's probably going to be getting up later than he normally would, almost probably waking up in a panic because he stayed up a good amount of the night trying to look into that astronomical or astrological event that was occurring. So his research kind of
a little bit of both, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
But his long hours of research probably had him conk out way later than he normally would be. So when he wakes up, he kind of wakes up in a panic. As far as that, he does want to address some questions to the High Priestess Brightway.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how easy it's going to be to get to see her, but he's going to make the attempt. On the other side of that, though, he does want to look into the house where the Gray family used to live.
Sure, which is right in your same neighborhood. So one thing is into the city, and the other thing is literally down the street from where you are right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know which order you want to do those things, but think about it a little bit. And
yeah. I mean, I could probably go into the city, try to meet with the High Priestess, and then on the way back, stop off at the house.
Indeed. All right. Are you okay? Well, we'll circle back on and see what everybody else is doing. Faronk, what are you going to be up to?
Well, I think I should probably have a conversation with Perrin about that. I don't know if we just want to show up unannounced to somebody's doorstep and say, like, hey, can we search your place for information? Or if we should have a better understanding of who lives there now or whatever. I mean, I know you're the church, so, I guess that's in your wheelhouse. But maybe, I don't know, maybe we could go find out who lives there now. But just, go into town and figure that out. These are some well-to-do people out this way. They might have guards and things.
I wasn't sure if anybody was there since the family left. Like if the house,
there was a light.
There was a light. Okay, so all right.
Yeah. All right. Well,
so I need to meet with Jalathi winners. I need to go ahead and get this over with. I need to talk with Miss Dreadmire, figure out which artifact that that Esten has selected for I don't know, bribery for lack of a better term, and then arrange a meeting and go to visit her.
Sounds cool. Ignatus, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm gonna work on my little pet project, I guess, in the morning.
Okay.
So
right.
The literal,
literally your little pet project. I guess.
Little pet, yeah.
All right. And Reggie, what are you thinking?
I do want to look at music, though we may not be prepared for that yet. But I think in the morning, since everybody is going off and doing their own things, I can just go work. I can go work or something.
So you want to work? I thought you didn't want to do you didn't want to look at
entertainment for the party.
Yeah.
I can go look. I wanted to collaborate with Faronk and maybe Esten on it, but Faronk's going off to talk to Jalathi, so I gotta wait.
I mean, that won't take very long. I'd be happy to come along with you.
Well, you'd be surprised at how long things would take.
I don't know. It seems like a short conversation for her. No. Door slam.
Hopefully not.
So, all right. So we have a few things potentially going on. So, you all start your morning in the breakfast nook, we'll say, and the staff has gotten you some amazing little bits and bobs to eat. They've picked up in the the last couple of weeks on what everybody's kind of favorite things are, and they still surprise you occasionally. Especially since, again, this is a reminder, most of the staff is not local, so a lot of the things that they make are, not your normal standards, but they've picked up on some of the standards over the last couple of weeks, just being corrected and being like, oh, that's not how you prepare eggs here in Besapon. And they go, what? And then as they're standing with a ton of spices or whatever to pour into your foods. So that's that. But you do hear the all familiar scream of Fief from the front of the household. What do you all do?
I grab my arbalist.
Yep. Head on up.
That's just chilling in the kitchen nook. You're just like,
it's probably sitting by the front door at this point. I don't know.
yeah.
But like
in the umbrella stand,
right?
Still holding toast, trying to eat it.
Right.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
I was already lifting, so that's just more disheveled than that.
There you go. Darting to the front, you see Fief standing at the front door in the vestibule, and then there's a box that has been opened, and that is what she's kind of screaming at and pointing at.
What's in the box?
what's in the box?
I'll
Yeah, in the box are two semi-familiar faces.
I will kind of like put my hand on my shoulder and kind of like set her aside and look into.
But she's already off away. She's not
Okay,
like standing.
gone,
Yeah,
right.
she already jumped over to the corner and just kind of.
Okay, well I'll go over to the box like casually, like kind of look over.
All right, you see two heads.
Oh,
it's a larger box. So yeah. There are two heads, and you recognize the faces as the two gentlemen that you had interrogated a few nights before. I don't know what Raven's saying. Raven's saying something in shock, utter shock.
Didn't we give them $10 to get names?
So you've got so as you say that and you look into the box, you see that shoved in both of their mouths are $5 bills, and there is 50 cents over their eyes.
Oh.
so what happened to the other $4?
No, the $5 are the bill. No, they're shoved in the mouth. $5.
I thought it was in each. I'm sorry.
You're so bad.
I didn't do the accounting for that. I'm sorry.
There's faces there, and you're thinking, "Where's the other $4?
Where's my change?"
Wow. A week has really changed you, Fawn.
I was going to say, man.
how
we have 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Oh, how we have fallen.
Let's get that right. As Winston, Baron is more like, oh my God. See, this is what I hope you're happy. This is what your investigations have brought.
This is not what our investigations did. This is what Quinn did. Just keep it straight.
Okay, fine. This is what their investigations brought.
But not even really that. Like,
I mean, she asked these very basic skilled people, from what I can tell, to do a job that they may not have been qualified to do. And they got caught and they got killed.
Yeah.
but that's also just kind of a...
And their remains are brought to our house, which I'm sure they already had the address. So
not all their remains, just their heads.
That's yes. Sure.
I mean, they sent the mechs to the mechanical bugs to our house, so of course they had our address.
I say a brief prayer for the heads and close the box out of respect.
Do we want to put them in the chapel?
Well, the box.
We can't bury the heads in the chapel. That's not. That's not how remains are.
That's where all the boxes go, right?
That's where the boxes go. That's what I was thinking.
Oh God.
Poor
no,
Barlow
we don't put them there.
I-
Oh,
Well,
feel bad.
yeah. I mean,
Wait, are you putting the boxes in a chapel?
No, that's where I was told they go.
I wasn't even pointing at you. I wasn't even pointing at Ignatius. I was pointing at Raven. Nice answer, Ignatius.
Reggie picks up the box and starts moving it down to the yard so that it's not
In the house.
possibly going to get blood on the doorstep.
This is
Yeah, no, I mean
Ignatius'
they're I mean it's packaged really nicely actually.
Oh, okay.
For
They
Oh,
took
that's
care.
good.
for heads. Yeah, they did take care for heads, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust this gray lady to not have also embedded a bomb in this, so be careful.
Is
Anybody
anybody,
get a dissection?
anybody feel free to make medicine and
I actually
investigation,
do,
whatever you want to.
I actually do want to do like a before you take the box. I do want to do like a medical check.
Sure.
Make sure
See if
they're
there's
alive.
Any evidence or anything? Make sure they're dead. Yes.
Can I do perception to see if there's anything as well?
Yeah, of course. But that perception, yeah, you can do perception. That'd be fine. So perception,
All right.
investigation, or medicine would be fine. They're all going to yield different results depending
Yeah.
on the use.
Ignatius
Okay,
wants to like look
so-
at the box to see if there's anything.
Oh my god.
Four walls.
Okay, so medicine was 12.
Medicine 12? Okay, that's not bad. What else we got here for
26
people?
investigation.
26 investigation. All right.
Perception 5.
Perception 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
it's
a-
I
I
mean
got a
it's a
6
box
on
with some heads
investigate.
in it. Yeah, you got a box with heads in it.
This
Yeah.
one's got $5.
I
And they
told you,
got
we
$5.
just need to like do like 6-7 quick rolls here and get all the bad rolls out before you get started every
Yeah,
every
let's-
time here.
I don't think it matters. The roll 20. It doesn't care. It doesn't care what you're trying to do.
It's rolling fine. I don't see what the issue is.
Yeah, sure.
I know,
So
right?
the five or above, you see two heads that you recognize to be Barlow and what was the other one? Jolund, with $5 bills shoved in their mouths, and they have 25-cent pieces over both of their eyes. Would you roll 16 for medicine? You can tell that the heads have been they're not fresh, so they weren't done like today. They probably were done a couple of days ago, and have been prepared and stored. And the coins that are put over the eyes are not actually over the eyes, but like put underneath like the eyes into the cover that.
socket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ignatius, you noticed that the box is cool, so it's been refrigerated, and was probably stored. So your guess potentially is that they delivered it today because they knew you would be here today, as opposed to yesterday when you were all out and about. So
With
and just I'm just trying to think what more you could get out of it. It was a good roll. It wasn't a nat though, right? That was just with all your bonuses. in
Yeah,
there.
it was.
But still, it was a good roll. Yeah, it's been cooled. It was obviously prepared. They took their time. They weren't in a rush for this. So this is obviously symbolic, symbolically put together. So yeah, I don't know if you have any other per se questions. I might be able to, for Ignatius, I might be able to answer them. I'll give you a little.
I was wondering if the box had any markings on it or anything, or whether like
No, it's been pretty well. Like
Okay.
it looks like it was not a rush job. It looks like they took the time, and they definitely took the time not to leave anything like out of the ordinary. There's no return address on the box. Some of that there's return to sender if not delivered properly. So yeah. What you do, I mean, you do notice that the wood is similar to the wood that the boxes that have been used before, though. But you don't, other than knowing that like they probably sourced the boxes the same, you don't know where they originated from. Like it's not so unique that like it's a box vendor, right? That probably supplies lots of people with boxes. It's not so much of a like, oh, this is made with Tisgan mahogany or whatever, right? And it only comes from
Also-
this one source of,
Who would it be other than the warehouse? Like,
yeah, but you don't know where they get their boxes from, right? Like,
Right,
you know,
right.
yeah.
We never made it far enough in to see their boxes. So
Yeah.
Maybe we should
True.
go there again.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought. We need to need to go back there.
And that's you got 2 heads in a box with and $10. So that
Ignatus will take the money.
$11 actually. So
Ignatus will take the money. It's 12 because it's 1 quarter on each eye. Or is it? Oh, it's quarter on each eye. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
quarter,
quarter.
yeah, it was 50 cents
Yeah.
total. So yeah, so I got the amount right. That was $11. $10 and some change, I guess, is actually the right way to say it. Yes. Yeah. So that now that started your morning. Miss Treadmeyer does come down. She says, "Oh my, that's a thing."
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
2 things actually.
No, 2. Oh, how unpleasant. And
Quite.
then goes to front. I think I have a. I think I picked an item for Mrs. Winters that might be.
That's wonderful. I would love to go inside with you and away from this and talk about it.
Sure. And she takes you off to the parlor where there is a beautiful black and silver mirror been kind of put together. And she says, "I think this is the perfect piece."
Oh, I think I think you have outdone yourself, Miss Treadmeyer.
And are you going to check on Thief?
Oh yeah, who's gonna? Yeah, I mean, Peeps just seems to be like just questions. She's like, "Why? This place is cursed."
I'm just expecting that it's going to be Perrin, but if nobody goes,
this house is cursed. Why? What is?
If once the remains have been at least taken by Reggie.
I think Reggie did it, right? Or you took the box
and
off
I'll
down to
go
the
I'll go
porch.
I'll go and talk to Thief and see, like, try to calm her down and.
Yeah, Fief is just doesn't understand what's going on. Like, why does this keep happening at this house?
Sometimes the gods send tests for us, and it is unfortunate that you had to witness part of that. But I
all that happens with this house is this test. It seems they get tested. They get tested on a daily basis here. Like, what kind of gods? Why?
Soretta is a place for many tests. It is I'm sure you know well enough that it is a very hard place to live, and unfortunately, seems like this become more and more prevalent every day, and they shouldn't. And when the faithful stray from the light, from the light of Tal, then things like this, more and more things like this occur. But just maintain your faith, sister. Just maintain your faith, and we will do what we can to ensure that no more of this blood comes to the household.
Who's being tested? These people? Us? Like,
I feel that perhaps Esten is being tested for his questioning of faith, but I feel also that he is a good man, and that
just this is the box. This is like I'm not accepting the packages anymore in this household. I'm leaving that to somebody else.
I understand that. Just
and
I will address this with Esten to see if perhaps you or anyone else affected can maybe take some time. I know that not very much time was given when for the unfortunate incident with the workers. So
were the workers that got cut in half, and then the rats, and then
yes.
You know who had to pick up all the rat carcasses afterwards?
I know, and for that, my child, you should be commended.
then there were the bodies. We had to move the bodies.
I
And
understand.
now we have less than bodies. We just have heads. Like, what is like? It seems like this place is just like, thankfully cleaning the rooms is already, a task. You all aren't the cleanest people, especially Quinn. But like, my goodness, like I wasn't expect this job seemed like such a deal when they first came to me and said, would you like to be a servant of a rich family in Soretta? And it sounded wonderful, but now yes,
Well, these are dark times in Soretto, but Soretto is not a stranger to times like this.
oh,
I
don't-
understand.
I
I
don't-
understand
I-
you've been disturbed.
I think I'm gonna go tidy up someplace else at this point.
Is there a police? Like, are the police at the quarry where the bodies are?
No, the ponies are there now. That's
Or not the quarry, wherever the bodies are, like the large amount of bodies.
That's the quarry.
Mines.
Oh, it
The
is the
mines,
quarry.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
it's
mines.
the old turnstone mines. Yeah,
All right.
but the police aren't there because they moved all the bodies at this point. That was a couple
Oh.
weeks ago. The
Okay. Well, I was gonna say we could drop the heads off there, but I mean,
That'd be a
I
very
don't-
interesting game of polo.
I don't necessarily. I'm not trying to laugh and make light of this, but I don't
I
necessarily
know.
want to just like bury these in the backyard.
no,
And I
and
also don't wanna
at this
call
point, Esten comes
fuzz
down.
on
It's like,
this.
oh no, we'll get them disposed of properly. Don't worry about that. That's fine.
It's
So
fine.
I see it's another
incinerator
lively
starts up.
morning here at the household. Oh, sorry, what Raven? Yes.
I said the incinerator starts up in the background.
No, this is no. We'll obviously inform the right people for this. It's fine. Ms. Dreadmeyer's already on it.
Hmm.
How unfortunate! Did you know these individuals?
Nope.
Not well.
Not well. Nope. It was nope and a not well. That seems slightly contradictory. But
They have
Who mi- who-
connections.
who might ask too many questions?
They have connections to the woman who sent the mechanical bugs here. after you or
yes,
us.
this is MG.
Yeah. Somebody gray.
Somebody gray.
And we questioned them. And
I see very thoroughly.
no,
Didn't they?
we were remarkably kind. But
Well, see what that got them.
Quinn tried to
Yeah.
get them to get more information, and I don't think they were up for the task, obviously.
We don't know. Perhaps they did succeed to a point and then utterly failed. So
Possibly.
what are your plans for the day?
I'm planning on talking with Jalathi today.
Oh,
Mr.
I
Admire
deal
picked
with
out a
I would deal
lovelier-
with the heads before I do that. But it's the seems like we might actually end up with the same result. I'd be careful there, but good luck with that.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't talk to your boss that way. Yes, sir, boss.
I give you permission to talk to him that way. I'm gonna go do some work, and then we might look at entertainment for the party since the house is.
Ooh,
just ready.
entertainment for the party. That sounds excellent. I
Yeah,
believe
Miss
Miss Dreadmeyer got a message from Madame Rose that she might have a few things lined up. And if you had time, she could have them demonstrate for you.
That'd be lovely.
Ooh.
Do you have any? I will ask you now, since you're down here. Do you have any particular kind of entertainment you would especially like?
Ooh, things that make other people uncomfortable would be fascinating. Yes.
Heads in boxes.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know if we'd be able to preserve them in time for the soiree, but I figure we'll dispose of them. If necessary, we'll get our fresh heads in boxes if needed, but I don't think that will be called for. So
All right. Well, and I love that you want to make friends with everybody and then make them all uncomfortable. Well,
Oh no, but that's the most. That's the best part. Then it puts them at unease, and then you can get more information from them, or persuade them towards certain things and so forth.
Noted.
Yes.
I once went to a party and they had hired a contortionist, and I don't know if you've ever seen a contortionist work, but it certainly put me
I've
at
seen a
unease.
contortionist work, my friend. One doesn't get this many grandchildren without having seen a contortionist or two at work.
Oh my goodness, dirty old man.
Perrin comes back from talking to Fief. Esten, if I may, do you think it's, with everything that's gone on, especially seemingly with someone with some type of blood vendetta against you, do you think that it's wise to have an open public soiree?
It's not a public soiree; it's private invitation.
But still, I don't think that
that is exactly what the curse wants us to do, and we will not be beholden to any curse.
What about assassin? Will you be beholden to an individual who just wants to kill you?
So far, no one has actually made any attempt on my life. I feel actually very safe, especially surrounded by the likes of you all, plus Hans and Mr. Edmeyer. Torvid, and still has one good eye. So
you want us to work as security for the soiree once it starts?
Oh no! I want you to enjoy the soiree and meet all the guests and make your name amongst the elite of Soretta. I mean, we still have some time. I'm sure you'll shore up this curse thing by then.
This multi-generational curse.
Curse thing.
Shore it up before the party in a couple of weeks.
Making great progress so far. Every day I take a new note of your adventures and inquiries and so forth. Frank's about to finish out the business with Mrs. Winters down the street. I mean that's quite excellent. That pretty much checks off all the boxes at that point. So, well, other than finally picking the exact entertainment for the guests. So.
Yeah.
We'll maybe look at getting a little bit of extra security.
Oh, fascinating idea. I think that is a great thing to look into.
If not for you, then for your guests as well. I'm sure that you'd want them protected.
Have you seen that list so far? I think these people would give a right whopping to any curse that might walk its way through the door, and there might be a reason why I want those people here at my home. I just saying.
Fine, then no extra security. We'll leave it to the gods and your guests.
Well, I would leave nothing to the gods, please. That is foolhardiness.
That is evident.
That just leads to folly and heads. So
All right. Somebody else's turn to talk to Esten.
I think I've said enough here.
Very well. Carry on. If you need anything, I'll be in my office doing things, and perhaps I'll see you in the city later. He goes off. He's like, "Oh, and I do like puppets." And then he walks off.
Do you also like mimes?
I love mimes. A good mime always puts people at unease. It's the not talking part, just the strange movements.
All right.
He goes off.
May the gods walk with you.
Yes, and with you as well, Baron. You as well. May they ever bask you in their light. And then you notice from that it was the weirdest mix of not crazy eccentric Esten overplaying it. That was just crazy eccentric Esten there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Almost
just
more
him being him.
Just Esten being Esten, not even. Now you have to start to question: was he actually just faking it before, or is he just literally just always somewhat off? So, I mean, he is 75 years old. So, yeah,
One of our watchers asked the question, do we have a head count for the party?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one. I do like that. Yeah. Well, there was also the two heads are better than one. So I'll give him credit for multiple knocks on the.
I mean,
heads
got an extra $1, so we're making profit. Apparently,
we are making profit. We actually made money off of this. We only set them off with. It's actually this is not probably the best way to increase one's riches and influence in the city, but it's a slow plan and probably ends up with you on somebody's actual list. But, yeah.
Yes.
So.
Earlier we just got an arm and didn't get nothing.
Yeah.
People pay good money for those arms.
It's true. They will eventually. That's true. All right. So Raven's going into town. Perrin's going into town. Frank is going down the street. Ignace is going in the basement. Surprise. And Reggie's going into town, correct?
Yes. Frank, are you going to join me in town when you're done with Jalathi?
You're welcome to come with me.
Do you think I could possibly be of any help?
He couldn't
help move the mirror. It's big.
If I didn't have anything to do, I'd go for just a spectacle.
You know what? Fine. I will help you carry the mirror. That sounds
and then we'll go to town together and
right.
watch musical or acts that will make people uncomfortable.
That'll be fun.
All right. So Hans actually helps you load the mirror into the back of the Hansmobile. Basically, it's a tall standing mirrored frame in darkened silver, and it has intricate winding patterns that coil around its border. And at certain angles, the design seems to shift as though new paths appear and old ones close. So, it's kind of, and if you look at the patterns, it's like a spiraling maze that narrows towards the top. And no matter where you focus, your eyes can't really figure out where it has a true beginning or end. It's a fascinating piece, Ms. Dreadmeyer says, and should be quite useful to Mrs. Winters for those unexpected guests that bother her.
In case she asks, is there a provenance that I should mention?
Tiskin.
Oh.
Yeah. If anybody would like to roll that looks at the mirror, can roll history, arcana, religion. I think those are the three that would cover it. Or something else if you can think of something that you're like, I would like to try.
Are we all going in town together, or?
Well, so Hans is saying that he'll basically you'll go to town after you drop off. So he'll drop Frank and Reggie at the Winters estate, so that they can transfer the mirror, and then the rest of you and then he'll drive off with the rest of you to the town. Unless you are like, oh man, I am hot pressed to get into town before Hans can take us there.
That's fine. I'll look at it. I got a 17 on Arcana.
Okay.
I got a 22 on Arcana.
Okay.
18 on history.
History. Okay.
10 on history.
10 on history. All right.
That's a 9 for me on history.
All right. So for the history, it's definitely it's Tiskin and that helps kind of jog everyone. Oh, Tiskin. It's definitely a piece that was held by the wealthier and more established families in Tiskin. It definitely has roots into the cults and religions of Tisga, which tends to be rooted into the cult of Tenebris, or at least the followers there. So the idea there would be that family members would have these in their prominently in their households, and historically, you don't necessarily put much weight into it, but it was to stop intruders or those that were with malintent from proceeding further into one's household, right? On Arcana, you recall kind of, both your rolls were high enough. Recall that this was something that, again, in Tisga or cults would use to potentially ward off individuals who were masquerading as something else or whatever. It was also said, though, that if you stared into it long enough, you could see potential outcomes of other choices that you would have made in life. And that it's said that there are certain individuals in this world that, or beings potentially, but beings, there's nothing else other than humans, that could be entrapped by looking at all those potential futures and so forth, right? So, but again, whether that's true or not is really hard to say. And you stare long enough into it, nothing really happens. There's probably more to it than simply staring into it. Probably some kind of activation that would need to be done or whatever, but you're not aware of how that would be. So Hans drives you all down the street. He helps you carry the mirror to the front door while the rest of you wait, and you ring the doorbell, and you're greeted by one of the servants of the Winters household, and they say, "Ah, yes," and looks around, looks down at the Hansmobile, looks at Hans, looks at the two of you, and goes, "Guests?"
Yes, we are here to speak with Mrs. Winters, Jalathi specifically.
Ah, Jalathi, yes. Is she expecting you?
I don't believe that she is.
Interesting. And you've brought. She looks at the mirror. Well, it's covered, right? So she's looking at
Yes.
She's like, a gift.
Yes, it is. One that I think
she-
she'll be very interested in seeing.
Okay. Well, she does like gifts. And then Hans just kind of like picks up the mirror, pushes past the servant, puts the mirror into the household, and then walks out and goes, "I'll see you all later." And then he walks down to the Hansmobile and then drives off into the city with Raven and Perrin. And then the servant after that whole thing was just like, "And excellent. Well then, okay, well let me go get Jalathi and see if she's up for entertaining you all. You are with the Skye household, correct? I think I recognize the large lumbering hulk of a man that just passed by me there.
We are indeed, yes.
Ah, okay. And scurries off. He brings you inside the vestibule area of its house. It's yours. It's not their design. The design's not too dissimilar to your own. And then brings you, but then the next area where he has you wait, is like a large staircase, which you saw before, but that leads to a beautiful window, that's the glass window that's got ravens in it, very similar to the symbol of the Society of Ravens. And while you're waiting for Jalathi, we'll cut over real fast to Ignatus, who's in the basement working on a special gift for somebody. So last you were making progress on the Clockwork rodent.
And then I acquired some more supplies.
You acquired some more supplies, so you should be able to, depending on how well the rolls go. I'll say that at least the first I'll this way. I'll let you make your rolls, and if one of them does not work out, you can have basically not advantage, but you can make a re-roll for one that does not work out if it turns out based off the quality of the supplies that you were able to pick up from last time. So the first roll should be a tools intelligence roll.
Okay.
That's with your proficiency. So
19.
okay, that's success. Yep. And then your second one would be your choice of strength or dexterity.
Dexterity. 8.
Would you like to reroll that?
Can
Did
I
you all
roll?
roll your portents this morning?
Yeah, that was a 9. So
Okay.
it's at the top of the chat.
Yeah.
Did not roll mine.
I'll re-roll that.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, okay. And third one would be a constitution.
17.
All right, all successes. So roll 3d6 for me.
I clicked the wrong thing. But 2, 4, and 1, so that's a 7.
7. Okay, cool. You're not quite halfway through the second half of the project, but
cool.
You're 19 out of 40 on the mechanical wrap project right now. Or for the middle part, there's a last part you need to do as well.
Now, did I use up all of those supplies I bought? I need to get more before I do any more progress?
No.
Okay.
You have plenty of supplies for the move forward on that.
All right.
Cute.
I'm going to roll my die 20 for signs importance, just so you know.
All right.
Oh, that's great.
What was that number?
2.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean,
if you roll low,
that's
that's a reroll. Yeah, exactly. Right.
If I roll another 2,
it definitely happen. Especially the way you guys go.
I have
All
something
right.
I really want to fail.
Yeah. So Hans drives you all, drops Raven off at the Broken Dice, and drops Perrin off at the Basilica, or at the. I mean, that's where you probably would find Unina. But
Yeah, that's what I figure.
okay. Well, I'm gonna then go back around to Farank and Reggie. So while you're waiting in the vessel, eventually Jalathi starts to basically glide down the staircase to you all. She waited an appropriate amount of time to make you all get fidgety and wondering if she was actually going to come down, but also not long enough to feel the need to bring you any kind of refreshments or snacks. So at this point, she goes, guests. I wasn't expecting folks to come. I didn't realize I was entertaining. And she turns to one of her servants and goes, why haven't you brought them? Please, I'm sorry. It's so rude of us. And then they look at her like, because you told us to not. But goes and fetches some drinks for you all, whatever they ask, kind of what you would like. For refreshments, and then the comes down and says, "So I hear you brought me a gift. I do love gifts."
We have indeed. This is an item from Mr. Esten Skye's personal collection, and I thought that it spoke to me in a way that it would allow you to see the things that you need to see, and it'd be a very interesting piece for you to have in your house when you are entertaining unexpected guests like the ones we are right now.
Interesting. And she goes over to the mirror and the covering, and she pulls it down. And she's like,
Its provenance is from Tiskin.
Yes, I'm familiar with this piece. How interesting. Very, very welcome. I'm surprised he remembered this. We had dealings in the past with, well, we still do, with an individual who tends to make themselves unwelcome, but known this will be a fine addition to our vestibule. For those who come in, I do appreciate this. And then as you're all talking with it, I mean, this will be some glad handing here, though you've already encountered her and whatever. This gift has given you the rare opportunity to make a second impression on an individual. Usually, once you've made the first impression, you have to work outside of them. But the gift basically allows you to make another run at Jalathi for influence here. So.
Excellent. I'm very curious. Who, if you don't mind, I know my friend Reggie here loves to learn more about her grandfather. Who was this individual that you guys spoke of in the past? And
we don't speak of that.
Oh, I see. Well,
yeah, you could try persuasion, but I'm going to say it's persuasion at disadvantage to try and get the going down this route with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised you have dealings with my grandfather at all, based on the last time we spoke of him.
Oh well, actually, Esten and I have known each other for quite some time. He was quite charming when I was much younger. He had a certain appeal to him that one tires of after a while. So
I can imagine.
Well, he recently has spoken very highly of you and is excited if you would come and join him, and that's a deception.
That's definitely a deception roll. Yeah. So go ahead.
That's a 21 on a deception.
All right.
And
seems uncharacteristic, but I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, when I asked him, to perhaps dip into a little bit of his personal stash, and Mrs. Dreadmeyer also assisted us with this as well. It was we were very hopeful that maybe you could join us. Your presence at our soiree would very much help the Skye family reestablish themselves here in Soretta.
I agree. It would be necessary for myself to be there. What we're damning
Natural
here.
20.
Nat 20. Well, you get a 2d6 for that one, so that's good.
That's a 27.
All right. Well, it's the Nat 20 does it for you. So
yeah. I know. I'm at a +7 now, so I'm excited about it.
Oh, true, because of because you leveled up to level 4. Excellent.
And then, I don't know, Reggie, do you want to take one of these? Some insight or intimidation?
Those are my least good ones. Hold on.
Oh.
Inciting your way into life.
Yeah.
Or intimidating your way.
Hold on. I'll take some insight. Okay. Well, and also, if you show up and you're so magnanimous to show up and come to his party and help him, that will really give you a leg up above him for any of that smarminess that you've grown so tired of.
I do like that idea. Would you roll?
A natural 20.
Yeah, 23.
Put a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. So 2 nat 20s. All right. Well. Ooh. There you go. All right. So
your second impression was much better than your first.
Your second impression was much better than your first. So because you're a rank 1 established household, right? You have one of your abilities is called neighborhood ties, which means that you increase the die by 1 size when you roll for influence glad handing in the part of town where your home is, which is where this is. So your insight worked, but also just so you know, once per encounter you can also roll charisma persuasion in place of deception or intimidation for being an established household. This is something that you all have as an ability.
But Frank, already rolled persuasion, or could we roll it twice?
No, but what that would be is basically instead of doing intimidation or deception, you could roll persuasion instead of that. So even though he rolled persuasion, you would be doing your intimidation or deception roll, but you would use persuasion instead.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's a special ability you have as a household.
Oh, good enough.
Because
But
you're
only
rich,
only up
you're a rich
here
family.
Only up here in
No,
the hood.
that's once per scene.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, you had these abilities, you just never used them. And I mention them every so often, but because I know but in this case, I want to make sure. Now, the other good thing though is your one die size. So you had one success and then two critical successes, which means you have 5 dice. But instead of 1d6, you're rolling. You roll d8s, so it's 5d8. So Frank rolls 3d8 and Reggie rolls 2d8.
And then do I get another D6 for my influence?
Tell me what the ability is, or
Just lifestyle, or what is it that?
oh yeah. So you get plus. Well, you don't get another d6. You get +1 per.
Oh, +1 per die.
Is it per die? Oh, it might.
Oh,
be.
I don't know. It's just +1.
Hold on. Let's see. This is.
Shoot, I should have looked this up.
That's all right. I should also have looked this up. It is just as much lifestyle. Here we go. Your lifestyle rating benefits. Lifestyle bonuses add to the progress rolls for influence. If you have a lifestyle 14, you add +2 progress. So that would be, I think it is per roll. It's a roll. I don't think it's. So I think it's each one, right? So you would add +1 to the 1d8 and then +1 to the 2d8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3d8 plus 2.
Can
Yes.
do. All right, that's 16 for me.
60 total. Okay. And then Reggie, you
4.
get 4. So that's 20, which I don't think you needed even. Let's see here. I mean, maybe you did because you had made 0 progress with her previous. Well, you made very little progress with her.
Very
previous,
small
so,
amount,
so, so let me see here. Where's the family influence project?
Although, no, never mind. Ariel's not a -1, right?
No,
me,
that's
me
you and Quinn.
Iggy. Yeah.
No, not Iggy. Iggy's got money.
I'm presentable. I work a decent job.
Yeah, no, it's Quinn and Raven that have the negatives.
I own more than just work clothes.
That's right. Most likely by the end of this month, you'll. Okay, so you were
Very tempted.
you were at 33, and you need 50, and so this is actually 100% what you needed to close this one out.
Woohoo!
53 out of 50, so a little extra on there.
And that is how you glad hand.
And then that actually improves. So you're a rank 1 household. You need 12 reputation to get to rank 2. You had 10. This moves it to 11, but actually because you've now completed the majority, actually all of your influence projects, you are now eligible to move to rank 2 after this. So before the party, you'll be a rank 2 family, which means you can also improve your household, your estate. But we'll go into that's more rules, fibbable stuff for later. Maybe behind the shadows episode. We'll go into that. All right. Now you all finish up there. She gives you play. She gets you the good stuff from her reserve, the better quality stacks and so forth. It's not yesterday's finger foods, it's today's finger foods, and it's quite warm to you both by the end of it. So the chill of Mrs. Winters has thawed, and she is now more amicable to you all. Not Esten, but to you all. So you definitely get the vibe that she's still not not so jazzed about Esten being in the neighborhood, but she's warmed up to the fact that you are part of that household as well, and part of this in making not waves within the Society of Ravens, simply reestablishing yourself, which she seems to be keen with. So we fly back to the city of Saretta. In the time frame, Hans kind of drops you off at your respective places, goes back. By the time you finish up with just the Frank and Reggie, by the time you finish up the conversation with Mrs. Winters, with Jalathi, Hans is actually back outside ready to receive you all to take you back into the city. So it takes the morning, so he'll get you into the city into the early afternoon. So Raven, what do you do? You're working, which is good. Somebody's got to work around here, make a living, and get their lifestyle.
I've been doing it regularly.
No, I know.
I've been trying to anyway.
It's true. What would you like to be doing while you're doing your work? Is there any other associated things, or?
Not really. This is for the morning. That's my goal is to actually do a good job today, because my last 2 times out have not gone very well.
Indeed. Okay. Yeah. Let's just look at the time. Just trying to see. Let's think on what we're gonna do, and we'll do that when we come back from a short break. So we'll give everybody some hydration time, and then we'll pick back up at 10 minutes past the hour. So, all right. In the meantime, we're gonna listen to some sweet lo-fi, and see you all in 10. Thanks. Or not 10, 7. And we're back. I had a whole thing about there's probably a better way to do that, and there was. It involves not being muted. So there you go. All right. So we're picking back up where we left off with Raven. Raven was doing some work. So are you? I guess you're working towards your personal influence project, or
No, I'm actually doing my job.
doing your job. All right.
Doing work.
Okay. Doing work. Okay. Yeah.
Unless
So
I don't have to do that anymore.
well, you do that, but I mean, usually we figure out a way to like kind of mix it into your.
Well, I mean, if I could also do my influence project, I would
Yeah,
definitely.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
That I would do.
All right, cool.
I thought I had to choose one.
Nah, well, I mean, I try to let you all get something out of the work you do as well, right? So, so yeah, while you're doing the work, glad handing. So, how would you? You're at the Broken Dice. They give you a bunch of jobs as per usual. Those jobs usually, I mean, you're building up a like a blacklist, like a file, right, of all the different
Right.
people. So chances usually you do get one or two individuals every time you get a job that might be worth making a note of and putting into your private
That
file.
makes
So
sense.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So you have insight, persuasion, deception, intimidation, or you can substitute one of your deceptions or intimidations for a persuasion roll. The second persuasion roll, if you want.
Well, okay, so I'm doing So I will start with deception.
Okay.
And that's a 14.
Not quite.
Not quite. I can add a die 6 with a
yeah, we can.
my one ability. So I mean, do I have to roll it? Because I will get a 15 no matter what I roll.
Which would be fine. No, you don't have to roll it. I mean, that won't influence it one way or the other. So that's a success. All right. And then what would be your second?
Would be, let's say, persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay.
And that's a 15.
Okay. Congrats. Two
And
successes.
then I guess what is insight or what? I always mess this up.
Insight or intimidation.
Intimidation.
But you could swap out intimidation for a persuasion if you want.
I will do another persuasion in that case.
Now that I'm remembering that you all have this ability.
Yeah. And that will be a 9. So I will use my second sneak dice to roll a die 6. I mean, it's unlikely. It's unlikely, but you know.
Well, hopefully you don't get into a fight.
A 5.
Oh, soul crushing. Well, that's still 2d6 though. It's 2d6.
Yes, it is. Which is 7 minus. Is that -2 or -1? Because that's 2 separate rolls. So
No, it's -2. Yeah, so 5.
So 5.
All right, still is progress. So you are now 56 out of 100. So not too bad.
And did I do better at my job this time? Do I need to do a stealth roll or?
No, you did fine. You were we'll
Okay.
say like basically you not like last time, all the stuff that you were doing, you were able to get people to pay their books.
Right.
Yeah, because
That works.
Yeah, you were able to deceive and persuade most of the way. You didn't have to intimidate anyone. So yeah, turns out that being from a highfalutin family actually does kind of pay off in the end. So even as a numbers runner and bookie. So is there anything else you would like to do while you're closing out the books at the Broken Dice?
I think that will be all for now.
Okay. Stepping over to the Basilica. It's a beautiful day at the church. And then it's a monochromatic gloomy day. But
the light, prettiest gray day I've seen.
Well, to be honest, actually, the last couple of weeks have been beautiful days every day in Soretta. A very unusual weather for the city. But the sun is shining. It's bright and it is beaming through the stained glass of the church, and everything feels very lit. The turnstone embellishments all throughout are sparkling and shining, and you see many folks are moving about. It's Wednesday, right? But I mean, there's always worship going on at the church.
The church never rests.
The church never rests. Actually, it's true. But you do not see High Priestess Unina anywhere about. But how about give me a perception roll?
Okay. That would be a 21. Dirty 20.
21. All right, dirty 20. So 21. So while you don't spot Unina, and you don't spot any of the folks that you had seen attending to them the last time you were there, where you were doing your practice and so forth. You do spot Sister Tay is around, and you notice that she notices you there, and she's staring at you very intensely, not with any kind of malice or anything like that. She seems to be staring at you like with a deep fascination, and as if she sees something that you can't quite grasp what she sees, and not like in a mystical sense per se.
Oh, wait. Okay, so not she's looking at me.
She's looking at you.
It doesn't seem like she's like able to see an aura or anything, or
no, nothing like that. No,
okay.
No, it seems like she's seeing something in you, more like an insight than a arcana.
Okay. All right. Then I will try an insight.
All right.
That'd be a 20. It's a dirty 20.
Yeah, sure. So she's looking at you as if she knows something
About me?
Yeah.
Okay. I will glance over and act as though I notice that she's there, and approach her.
As you approach, she approaches you, which seems odd. Usually she doesn't. You from what you've seen, she's more of a take a stance, hold it kind of thing. You actually see what looks like a smile on her face, which you've never seen. She's very stoic usually, and she looks at you with great excitement as she approaches, and she's just like, "You've seen something."
I've seen many things, and
No, you've bared witness to something. I can tell. I know that look.
I did. I was hoping to speak with the High Priestess Brightway to make sense of it, but I bore witness not long ago to something unusual, and
That's where it begins. Yes, I understand. That's what put me on my path.
If I may ask, what did you see?
I've seen many things now. There are so many things that are both gifts and curses, that are things that walk different paths than us, things that are natural and yet unnatural.
Have you?
I saw them as a child, though, and that is what guided me to where I am today. She says this. She doesn't look like that much older than, like, she's not in her 20s. She's like still like late teens at the most.
Okay, this is the one with the bloody hammer, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Your little brain on your shoulder there. Let's get that off. I kind of and I like look around and go, in your travelings, have you seen? Do you know of the Spark of Tall?
I know the Spark of Tall. Yes, of course. Those poor souls.
I may have seen that.
I see. You said you did more than see it, though, didn't you?
I had learned newer techniques, and I tried to utilize something that I had learned recently to reach into their mind.
And she looks at you in shock at that, but not like in like just of
to perceive or see if I could perceive what ailed them in it. There was a fleeting connection, and I don't. How much have you experienced with those who were chosen but not accepted or were not suitable for the gods?
That is most of them. Most are not prepared to embrace and be a vessel of the gods.
And have you, or has anyone that you know of made some type of connection with them to see this maybe spark of tall or something?
This is things that are beyond my abilities. Those are things that mind speakers do. I am not one of those. I'm a warrior of the gods.
Do you have any opinion or any idea of what might happen to them, to who they are, once this process?
Their minds are weak. They're unable to hold the glory of the gods. They are imperfect vessels. The problem is there are too many within our, and she says this without really like a care of the to be honest, your conversation has not gathered anyone closer to you. It's actually pushed people farther away. So she says this with quite defiance, is that there are too many within our I won't say our ranks, but within the church that follow imperfect prophecies. There are those who believe things incorrectly, and because of this ignorance, they lead too many of the weak-willed down a path that they cannot handle or understand. And so, as a member of the Inquisition, it is sometimes left to me and others to clean up the mistakes of these individuals.
So when these individuals are cleansed,
you use cleanse in an interesting way here.
It seemed that it almost seemed a mercy.
Yes, it is. They won't come back. At least not that I have seen. I have seen no way that can bring people back from that experience. This is why we must find proper vessels for the gods and not mistakenly choose whomever we feel.
I was shown the ways of things, but I was also told that I would know that a vessel was a correct vessel. I don't challenge that. I've seen nothing yet that has made me think that.
That is hubris. And it is something that people want to believe, because they want to believe that they are chosen by the gods. The gods are unknowing. Well, so far, I've only seen one individual. That's not true. We've seen multiple individuals throughout time, right? Like, that on the walls, whenever, like, the gods are never portrayed as like gods. They're usually portrayed as the vessels that they embody, right? And so whenever there's like any kind of drawings or murals or whatever, it's never of like the god, right? The gods are usually shown as like stars, sun, moon, right? Or they're servants of the gods, right? But when the gods are portrayed, it's usually through their vessels, and that's when they have physical embodiment in human form and so forth, right? And so there are many tales of individuals, especially the Autarch is the most recent
That's what
living.
I would. Yeah, that's what I would think.
But there have been others besides the Autarch who have accepted, because the Autarch accepts Tal, but there have been others that have accepted the other gods as well. But none have been perfect. So always keep in mind that
Well, I mean, the Autarch.
well, sure, yes, the Autarch, but he's not necessarily perfect. The Autarch over time has had to basically, that the Autarch, there are rumors that the Autarch is either one individual who's lived a very long period of time, or over the years there have been multiple Autarchs that have replaced, and then on each replacement, the Autarch's embellishments and so forth have been improved through different things. So you can take whichever path you want to take for how you believe that to be, but both are semi-accepted. It just kind of depends on who you speak with, right? It seems like Sister Tay is saying that the Autarch is an imperfect vessel, and because of that imperfection, has needed to basically new Autarchs have had to come over the years.
Okay. So, and this is more Winston. So this is
sure.
So as far as we know, as far as Perrin would know, there's only the Autarch that has been an acceptable vessel. We haven't seen any, or there haven't been through time. Yes, we've seen other people, but like today, it's the
Autarch. Yeah, it's the Autarch, and as far as the Church of Astra is concerned, and all teaching of the Church of Astra, especially in Vesipon specifically, now Sister Tay is alluding to that outside of Vesipon, perhaps there are others that have been attempted and so forth, and she kind of goes into details. He's like, I've had to deal with other things similar to these sparks of Tal, these unchosen, in other countries and around the world. There are those who, I would say, the church. I say Vesipon and its holy guidance has made the most successful steps towards granting the God's presence on this world. But there are other places who've failed in drastic measures that have had to be taken care of.
Have you ever had an experience where there was a period or some time where the Unchosen rose and wreaked havoc?
There are a number of references to this throughout the years. We have scriptures within the Inquisition that speak of these moments.
Well, if I were to tell you that one such moment may have happened not long ago.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yes. So you know of that?
Of course, that's what brought us to the city.
Oh, I see. Have you dealt with anything outside? Have you dealt with these individuals here?
Yes.
I had the experience of running into some at a location not far from here.
I see. Was it one of the sanitariums?
Yes.
That would make sense.
There was also an individual, Dr. Swan, I think, who
never heard of the man.
Well, he was attempting some type of experiments with
sounds dangerous.
These individuals. I thought that it might be.
Chances are, you say doctor, so this is a man of science.
Yes. From the information that I've discovered, that's That's what I would deduce.
Yes, men of science can be dangerous. They don't understand that there's more to this world than their experiments. This has both been a necessity of the church, but also a weakness that causes us sometimes to run into difficulties and explaining certain phenomena because we've written it off in the name of progress.
Well, if you need to know it, though you probably already are aware, the Gentle Hearts Sanitarium was where we run across these individuals.
No, I mean most sanitariums have these individuals. That's why they've been built.
But how many do they have that you see a strong spark of tall within them?
All of them.
This one had seemingly a very deep connection, from what I could tell.
There are those. There's probably even the one that you encountered, if you survive, wasn't even the strongest of connections. Not to say that you and your associates are not capable, but if one is not properly trained, one can easily fall to a mass of these beings.
You may not, if I may ask, where did you deal with them? If you dealt with them here in town?
Well, not within the city itself. No, outside. We got called into a number of areas where they had been gathered. The people were not following proper protocols, and as such, as this event happened, we were needed to. What was the word you used?
I think I said cleanse.
Yes.
So were these also in sanitariums, or were they just outside?
No,
the city?
sanitariums. So the church does a good job of making sure that any of these individuals are locked away. It's very hard to explain to the masses that that this is the occurrence of being chosen by the church for such actions.
If somebody isn't a vessel or isn't unchosen, would they end up going to a sanitarium?
Yes, no, sanitariums are also sanitariums.
Okay.
This is simply, might as well put them both to use, right? She says I mean, but you notice most likely when you were the area in which you encountered the unchosen, and then the area where the normal patients were being held were separate from each other.
That is true. They were kept underneath.
Yeah, most
away
likely
from-
there was probably a chapel there.
Yes.
So they most likely had a chaplain or a mind speaker who kept watch over them, or perhaps even an inquisitor or a Templar.
Well, now that I recall, as I said before, this Dr. Swan was experimenting on them.
Again, this seems foolish and foolhardy, but
yes. It almost seems as though it's something that perhaps the Inquisition should be aware of, if they're not.
I will bring it up to Elder Crane.
And I'm trying to just do my duty as a servant.
Sure, of course. I mean, now that you've experienced this, I mean, it should open your eyes to a number of other things that you encounter within the city and outside.
It has definitely been an eye-opening experience.
I see. Well, should you be in need and you run into anything that is beyond the capabilities of yourself and your household, please feel free to reach out to me. This is something that I have dedicated my entire life to, is cleansing the world of the mistakes of the gods.
Well, I thank you, and I certainly will.
And when I say gods, I mean all gods.
I don't doubt that.
Hmm. Well, I wish you well.
You as well. And may the light of Tal burn within you.
It does. Always.
On that, I kind of bow and slowly back away.
Yeah. She hold. I mean, again, you get the impression for someone of such a young age, she holds herself as if she has seen things far more than she should at such a young age. But she's devoted for a reason, obviously. So,
all right. With that, I'll probably. I still want to investigate the Gray House, but I guess I'll just at this point I'll just try to meet up with the others.
Sure. I do. I think you were mentioning in the chat, Frank, you were going to ask, or maybe it was Reggie. We're going to ask a question of Jalathi before you parted.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if she knew who lived in the Gray House. I mean, I'm not going to call it the Gray House, but do you know who lives at this address? And show the address there.
Oh, she says yes. It's Fergus Swifton. He's a member of the society. New money.
Oh,
yes.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
And you all are in town. So is now did Ignatius want to go into town after you worked on your thing? Figure Hans could pick you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meet up with everybody.
All right. So Hans picks you up as well. Drives you into town. So you're all in the middle of town. I don't know where you guys prefer to meet up, with the Lowlander or the well, actually you would have all actually been invited to the Brass Rose Cabaret to take a look at potential entertainment. So that is definitely an option for you all, at least to catch up with each other if you want to chat first before that happens, and decide what you all do after that. So for Reggie,
yeah, that's fine. We'll go. I'll go.
Partying hard there, Perrin.
You all
I did a lot of
the,
work earlier. So
y'all get the Skye signal to show up at the.
It's a raven in the sky.
It's a one-eyed old raven. Yeah, it's barely in the sky. It's holding in there.
It's just like this little. It goes along the horizon.
Both the raven. Ow, my back.
Oh, kill me. Yeah.
Raven puts Raven out of her misery.
Yeah, poor Torvin. So you're outside the Brass Rose Cabaret. How would you all like to proceed?
I mean,
don't all fall over yourselves.
Raven looks at Reggie.
I mean, yeah, but once I see anybody else I recognize, I'll just kind of go to them and.
I mean, I'm walking in the front because Madame Rose has some lists of people to hire for us, so no need to go in the back entrance. There's no way I could pretend to be part of the entertainment with everybody with me. So
was this a situation where we would try to be sneaking in? I thought you were going to. Yeah.
No, like I said, I'm going in the front.
All right.
And this is more than just a list. Supposedly she had some acts lined up for us to watch, did she not?
It's true.
Yeah.
So as you approach on a Wednesday afternoon, the door person basically nods to you all and says, "Please come on in. Madame Rose is expecting you all to, and there should be." They kind of just like escort you in. You have a nice table in the center of the establishment. There are other folks, but they're all just kind of having like like business lunches and drinks or whatever. Like no one is really there for the entertainment per se today, because it's midday on a Wednesday at the Cabaret. So yeah.
Frank, you're walking a little weird. Do you got like a pebble in your shoe or something?
Yeah, I'm just getting my groove, just hey.
There's like no music. There's no music playing.
very
Just walking
suave.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we bad.
It's very suave. You've got this. You've got it. It's good.
He's still
Oh.
feeling top of the world from the winter's visit.
There you go. That's true. That's true. It's a good highlight there. Finally getting through Mrs. Winters. But yeah, you all sit down. They basically put like the tables aren't designed for like 5 folks or whatever. So they pull like 2 tables up together and they bring you drinks. And at this point, Madame Rose does come down and speak to you all. She's like, well, I understand things are progressing quite well for your soiree, and I think we would need to lock in some talent. So we have a few different things for you to observe today, and then you can pick all of them or just a few of them. It's really up to you. Do you have any preferences on what you see first, or would you just like a sampling of the different performers?
Go from least uncomfortable, from most uncomfortable to least uncomfortable.
Okay. So least to most or most to least?
Most to least. I want to leave
Most-
feeling good.
That's how I
I see.
describe all of my acts. Uncomfortable to uncomfortable scale.
She thinks on it for a moment, and then she goes, well, for perhaps the Gilded Marionette Company, we should come first.
Ooh, yes, that sounds right up. Esten.
They're a mechanical puppeteer troupe performing satirical plays, and they're quite the celebrated ensemble, I must say. And she kind of walks away, and up on stage comes out a number of puppeteers with clockwork figures, and they perform a short introduction to one of their politically and religiously inspired satirical plays, which I don't know. Everyone give me an insight check.
I got a 19.
20.
Okay.
30.
24, 30.
6,
I'm
but I'm
actually-
going to use a sneak die to roll an extra d6,
Oh, wow. Okay.
which doesn't help. I got a 2, so it's 8.
8. Okay.
I also have an 8.
All right.
But I actually want to keep an eye on the businessmen in the room. I just want to
Okay.
see how they're reacting to things.
All right. Well, I mean, so it is very not businessman-y, that's for sure. They're kind of off-put for sure by this. You definitely get that this play by the puppets is very raunchy and probably inappropriate. Those that rolled, which was everybody else that rolled high, this is borderline treason and blasphemy. Like literally, like this would if this was performed out on the street or whatever, we get people arrested, probably inquisited, and definitely excommunicated, probably from the
Sounds like
from the church.
sounds like what we're looking for.
Thanks, that one. Nope.
Heron,
They're
Take a
getting the
pass.
golden. They're getting the golden buzzer. Is that what you're saying?
They're gonna-
Is
yep.
that-
Taking a pass on that one. I
Heron,
saw the
would-
puppets and got excited, and now I see
He
this.
obviously
No.
he obviously doesn't know what the golden buzzer is because he said yes to the golden.
I know the
buzzer.
golden buzzer is a straight line into the.
Right through to the party.
with all due respect, I take your advice on church matters. I know what good entertainment is. This is good entertainment.
Okay, well, also since you're taking my advice on church matters, members of the Inquisition will be there.
You invited the actual Inquisition.
I invited people who were apparently associated with the Inquisition, word gets around to them.
Surely you can take them off to a different part of the house or out in the yard when the puppets are performing.
I can't believe we're having this conversation.
Let's see
about
the rest of the
puppets.
acts. Let's see the rest of the acts. Let's not make any hasty decisions here.
They-
All
look,
right, all
He
right.
is
And
technically, they're
another
very
round. And
talented.
another round.
with his hands that cannot be blocked. What even is okay? You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I will see what I can do to make sure that Father Crane and Sister Sparrow are nowhere near what's going on there. But please give me some warning ahead of time so I know to shuffle them around somewhere.
Well, Farong said we're going to look at the other acts before we make a decision. So you
fine,
might
that's
luck
fine.
out.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, puppets, I can almost guarantee Esten is going to eat that.
And
up, like-
also, everything that this play seems right up his alley. I don't.
Yes, I am well aware of that. I'm painfully aware of that.
But but you have to understand, like on a technical level, they are so very good at puppeteering.
I appreciate what they're doing. I appreciate that they can manipulate these clockwork beings into doing this type of activity. That one is lewd. Okay, I'm sorry. That's just you can't.
I can't imagine you're saying all this with a straight face, Reggie.
Fortunately, no children will be at the soiree.
I mean,
Raven is clapping and saying,
Nah.
I
There you go.
was about to
nothing
say,
you all are doing is surprising.
Encore!
we're all adults. We can
Puppets-
enjoy
puppets
adult
are all like-
entertainment.
So as you're having the puppets have left the stage at this point, and a visionary performer who's known to manipulate experimental lanterns, known as Lucy Lumet, is a light projection illusionist paints moving landscapes onto the stage. What is a little bit creepy about this is that her eyes are basically are lights, right, that are part of the performance. And anyone who just experienced what they experienced at the sanitarium, this reflects back to almost those beings as with the lights shining from their eyes in the basement of the sanitarium.
But she doesn't she seems to be like
no, totally normal.
She's like, okay.
Nobody else, everyone else is fascinated by what's performing up there. It's just for you all who just experienced what you experienced literally a day ago, this individual not knowing anything about that basically is almost like those beings, but not. Like,
Are her eyes mechanical?
they're mechanical, yeah.
Okay. So I'm not worried about it.
That's a maybe. I'm not even telling the mechanical that the eyes are mechanical. Just
what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. So if we have the other acts and Lucy Lumet here paints scenery around the other acts, because it'll be in the estate, and so that this way there's a fully immersive ambiance and not just the act performing. Could you imagine her making landscapes for the puppeteer troupe?
You're not going to win me with the puppeteer troupe. I do agree that visual is amazing, and yes, it would bring a certain showmanship that I'm pretty sure that the Esten would appreciate, and I'm sure it's exotic enough for him. So,
as Lucy leaves the stage, Madame Rose comes up and goes, "This next one you may not really understand, like why I put this in the order of controversial, but the following singer kind of had like a romantic scandal not too long ago, and so not knowing that, one of the best opera singers in the city, but because of that, it nearly ruined their career. So, but again, the voice is super powerful, and definitely would depending on who your guests are, may or may not put them off or put them at ease, dependingly. So Celestine Voss performs an amazing operetta, and you know, you're until Madame Rose. I mean, any of you could roll a history check to see if you know more about the scandal itself, but yeah.
11.
11, okay.
23.
23.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
17 for me.
17.
And 11.
11. Okay. Well, anybody over 5 has kind of heard, like when it gets mentioned, you kind of heard of it. At 10, you know a little bit more about it. Anyone over 15, there's not. I mean, you just know it involved a businessman, and that the financier got off fine, right? It was the performer who's basically a career got kind of pseudo ruined and is just not able to perform anymore at the more popular opera houses within the city, but they still perform obviously here and for private. It doesn't take away from her talent, just merely means that she got blacklisted within the city. So
Do we have any idea who the businessman was?
not really. It's been kept that
Understood.
part was kept out, but the
It would just be great if it was one of the guests or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I hope so. I hope so.
That was-
We should
that's-
definitely
That's
invite her.
that's what I'm, you know.
that you're not aware of, at least. The next is a trio of synchronized metronome dancers. Oh, go on.
Wait, sorry, Chris. What about anybody? Is that anybody 20 or higher? Or
That was it. That was all.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So then a trio of synchronized metronome dancers known as Tempo Obscura. They're basically three performers who move in flawless unison to an unheard tempo. So there is actually no music. They're just simply moving in a strange, flawless, unsynchronized piece.
I'm digging this. Yeah.
You should try out. Bet the trio could become a quartet.
That's true. That's true.
But can Franck remain quiet?
Absolutely not.
And then the final performer is a harpist with metallic filament strings, basically known as a lion silver strand. They basically are a pale, enigmatic musician whose instrument produces tones like breaking glass and distant bells. It's basically they use their metallic, their prosthetics to basically pluck along on the harp's metallic strings. It is both melodic and disconcerting at times. It goes between being beautiful and you're entranced to then suddenly breaking you from falling into its beautiful melody to being disrupted. But
I like this one.
I was really hoping to see a mentalist.
We'd have to go back to the cemeterium for that.
Actually, mentalists tend to be. They exist. They're more like they're found within. They are found within the Brass Consortium. They do things like spiritualism and seances and stuff like that. Like they have that, but none of the acts here are that today.
Right.
So.
But I like them as well. It's I love experimental music.
I'm still voting for the puppets as my number one choice.
Clearly,
Well-
the puppets are going to be there. All right.
Yeah, Madame Rose, because they're all available to you. You could take them all, or you could
Why not all of
pick
them?
and choose.
I was about to say each one of us could pick one, and that uses them all.
Then we don't really have to pick one, too.
Yeah, that's everybody at that point. So.
Well, I guess what we should say is there anyone that we should leave out?
Yeah, the puppets.
Okay, and I disagree with that.
Yeah, I clearly so. Nobody listens to me.
No,
So
There's a
we can have different vignettes around the estate, right? So we can have different performers in different areas, and the puppets can be down the
Look,
street.
I will figure out what to do to ensure that the puppets don't bring the Inquisition to the house.
listen,
Everybody should
Harry-
roll an insight check as well. Actually, at this point,
Perrin, we're listening to you. We just aren't agreeing with you.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just letting you know of the danger. I'm just not the danger. I'm just letting you know that it can cause a very embarrassing situation for the household in some events. But I defer to you.
Esten daily talks about a curse. Do you think he's very worried about being embarrassed?
No, I don't.
He particularly asked for things that will make people uncomfortable. That's really the only one that I saw that's going to do that.
He
get the
is
feeling some of those
especially
would-
asked about puppets. I did not.
And if he is embarrassed, that is also a bonus for
He's
me.
not going to be embarrassed. He wants these puppets. Clearly, that's what he wants. He wants these puppets here. I'm just letting you know that there are going to be individuals there who may not agree with it and have the ear of the church. I'm just letting you know. Does that mean anything? Does that mean that I have to maybe shift them so that they're looking over here while the puppets are doing that? Can you stop that, please? I'm sorry. That's
there's just like two puppets that are just still
Come on.
doing their thing.
all right.
But the
We get it. We get it.
what was everyone's insight check again with parents saying
Baron at a 14.
5?
11 here.
5 or 4 or something terrible.
12.
Okay, 12. All right. Well, on the thing you do get now is that besides having this entertainment, you do start to think we have a very interesting eclectic group of guests in general, and so you're probably going to be very busy maneuvering them to and away from each other as well. So left to their own devices, this party could go very well or horribly wrong without a family curse or assassins or anything else.
Right.
Going.
But Esten said we're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to just enjoy the party, right?
I mean, at
that's
one
actually
point,
not what he said, but yeah.
He said he didn't
At
want
one
to hire
point,
security. Is what
he said he would like if I played, which isn't going to happen, but
Oh, he did definitely say that too. Yes.
but Madam Rose, do you have any mimes?
Well, the closest thing would be the dancers who don't actually have music going along with them. They just kind of do their thing.
Would they mind wearing white face paint and some dots
no,
under their eyes?
I don't know if that necessarily is needed for one to necessarily be identified as
stop
a
it!
mime.
Sorry, continue.
Frank, I mean,
It's
one.
very hypnotizing.
Yeah, it's just you do your thing.
Just distracting.
Yes. And then so but I mean it could be if that is actually a necessity. I believe just the simple act can be one does not need a striped shirt, a beret, and white face with dots to be a mime. I think that is cliched, actually.
That's true.
The metronomes are a must-have.
I mean, I think they need them.
Should we get dancing lessons before this soiree?
Oh, Madame Rose goes, oh, I hope not. That's why the entertainment is provided, so that you do not have to be the entertainment. That is, but I mean, the choices are for you to make yourselves. I would hope that for the family's coming out party, one would not wish to embarrass themselves or make unneeded presentations that draw attention from the other guests. We realize that you were there to simply host other folks and put them on display, so that you may glean what you will from them. putting yourselves on display is actually counter to what a good soiree would be.
Chris, the puppets, do they look similar in make to the bugs?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Can they?
no, they don't look similar. I mean, they look like puppets, like little automatons. I mean, you see those things kind of like all over the to be honest, unless you actually broke them apart, you probably wouldn't be able to really know their make and so forth. But you don't get like, they don't look similar. I mean, for Ignatus and Frank, who have been like in the basement working on things that have been similar to them or whatever, and then see, but like they don't have the same markings and shapings of the insects or any of the mechanical workings that you've seen so far. So
I do have a question for you that I'd love to ask in private, if that's also possible.
of course, my dear. And she steps aside to take you up to the she has a salon as well, basically, which is her office, right? So for basically has the same protections against snooping and listening and so forth, like an observation that yours does at home as well.
And it's not so much that I don't want the rest of the group to hear, but more that like I don't want the people who are in there to hear.
Sure.
Snooping. Have there been anyone around with the last name Gray asking about us or frequenting?
Gray. That is not a name that I have heard in quite some time.
Well,
the Grays, from my understanding, have fell out of renown years ago. However, the Grays did come back. There were those, I do not know the actual genealogy of how, but they're about I don't know, 30 years ago or so, there was the Gray name came back about, but not within the Society of Ravens, from my understanding. They were simply business folks within the city. But yes, but not like there wasn't like a large number of them. It was just one individual, and then they had a child. But I think they went off outside of the city.
I don't believe so. I don't believe they did.
Believe they did what?
Leave the city.
Well, you didn't let me finish. They may have returned.
Okay.
They definitely left the city. I know my records quite well. They left the city, but they may have left the city. I believe they left the city to study, and then I do not know if they came back though. So that may be true.
Rather, I believe they came back because they've been threatening and attacking the Skye household. So when you come, be careful. I'm sure you won't be at risk, but
always wise to be safe. And I'll make sure to have the tailor put together something special for me then. That is the case.
Do you happen to know where they set up business or what area of town they might have gone back to?
No, they were artisans, from my understanding. They had lost their money and fell into disrepair. They went into trade. Not really sure much more than that. Something I could look into, but it's not something I like. Again, pulling just simply from memory, and I have a fairly decent memory of things and activities within the city, especially people who were important, even if only briefly. So
no, I trust your memory, and it's very helpful. I just thank you.
Of course. Do you have more? Do you know who this Gray is? It is also possible that a new Gray is not the most common / uncommon name, so it is a possibility that someone.
I believe it's the Grays that fell into disrepair. It was partially due to the Skye household, and they have a vendetta, which is fine by me, exception of I do care about my own well-being and some of the well-being of the people who are here with me tonight. So
I see. Well, I had heard rumor that there was a curse.
do you believe in curses?
I believe in many things, my dear.
Well, maybe there is a curse, but there's definitely a person behind this.
That is probably more likely.
I figure always rule out the likely options before jumping to the unlikely options.
That is a good way of living life.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it because I often feel like I'm failing lately. But yeah, there's a person behind this. So be careful when you visit.
Well, I feel we will be fine, but thank you.
Thank you. And I'll leave and rejoin the group.
The puppets have gone back on stage and done a second round after the encore call from Raven earlier. They felt the need to put not too fine a point on it, to make sure that, again, in case any of the subtlety of their original messaging was perhaps lost.
Nope. We
Yeah.
get it. We get it. We get it. Thank you.
I will go to the bar and I will get Perrin a special fizzy temple to make amends. It's gonna have a little bit of like cream mixed into it. It's called a dirty temple, but I'm not gonna tell him that.
Yeah.
And just give him this special fizzy temple. Here you go. I'm sorry that we've upset your.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No, it's fine. I appreciate you. I'm trying to ensure that the household doesn't gain the ire of the church. Although sometimes it can be very difficult, and I tend to put in a lot of work doing it. But
based on your previous conversation with Esten that you had, you don't think that he already has?
He already has
gained the ire of the church.
No, if he was truly in danger of having the full light of Zayla shined on him, then we would not be having this conversation. So either he is not considered a danger to the goings on of the church, or he has friends among the church, which
then you don't need to
seems
worry.
like he may.
One never knows. Yet. Don.
I mean, there's that one sister, but that's fine. It's fine.
So he probably already has a pass.
Yeah. I'm just trying to I hope that he keeps that pass. Passes like that are generally fleeting.
Well, he's got Franck, who can talk anybody into anything, apparently.
He does. How you doing there, Franck?
I am fantastic. I am excited for this soiree to happen. I think we need to fix the house up a little bit first, though.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's almost there.
Almost there. It's true. Perhaps now that you've reached the level 2 family things, you can upgrade the house. Spend a little coin on upgrading the house to get a few things going there. So, was it anything else you'd like to do at the
Brass Rose
Cabaret?
Just drinking the fizzy.
Just drinking fizzy. All right.
Toss a couple back.
All right, then. As you ponder your life choices and entertainment choices for the soiree, we will fade out for your late afternoon before picking up what you will do in the evening next time. So before we let everybody go, let's do our rounds, and hopefully we might have one that may not be able to do it, but we'll see. We'll make our rounds to say who's playing tonight, who you is, where you be found on the interwebs if possible, and yeah. So first up is Mandy.
I am Raven, played by me, Mandy. You can find me here on Tuesday nights, and that's about it.
All right, and Winston.
I'm Winston Clark. I was playing Perrin Kastai. I have a webcomic called The Subconscious Eye, which can be seen at thesubconsciouseye.com. And my socials are mainly Instagram, which would be Subconscious Eye Studios. And I am usually here on Tuesdays.
Excellent. And Matthew Bell.
Hey, Matthew Bell. You can find me on Instagram or on the official Play on Words Discord, and here on Tuesday nights. And one of these days, I'll show up on Sunday for the behind the scenes.
There won't be one this week because I'll
Not
be
this
traveling.
week.
So not
That's
this week.
right.
And Matt Walsh.
Yes, I can hear you now.
All
My name's
right.
Matt Walsh. You can find me in most socials at Matt P. Walsh, including YouTube. I finally got that handle back.
Yeah.
I didn't have it for a while. Yeah, then you can find me here on Tuesday nights.
Excellent. And Ariel.
I'm Ariel Caston. You can find me on socials at Ariel Caston. You can also find me on my podcast, Large Nerdron Collider. If you're local to Atlanta, my band is playing at the Art Place Cobb County Public Service Renaissance Festival on March 28th. My band is 10 Penny Travelers. You can find us on Facebook.
It is true. They're quite good. I would like to give a shout out to the people behind the scenes who help contribute every week to making this happen. Game design and writing, Stephen Cheney and Brandon Stoddard. Churro design and additional writing, Rabbit Stoddard. Character design and art, Adam Schubert. Turo and civil design and art, Luana Zara. And graphic and UI design and art, Flores Sirotino of the Wanderers Tome. I'm Christopher Mifsud. I've been your host and Game Master, as creative director, because I am also the creative director of Play on Words Studios. Thank you again for tuning in. Thanks to all the folks who follow us, like us, subscribe to us, Patreon us, whatever y'all are. I was about to drop the one F we have for the week. You guys are awesome, and we appreciate your support. It means actually a ton to us. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time in the shadows. Thanks everybody.